Welcome my favorite students of Kamari High School, my well-wishers and my favorite viewers. Today I am again here and I am going to give an example of an English story, and the words and sentences I am going to tell and the narration I am going to give is for the students of class 9 and 10, because the students of class 9 and 10 have to write stories in the examination, and keeping in mind their necessity, I am going to give this narration of a story. In the former video, means in the previous video, I told you that there are a number of types of stories. There are parables, fables, and stories of our life, stories that are formed with the basis of events that happen in our society, etc. And today's story is for you, and this is the story of a bat. Now let me start. Many years ago, there lived beasts and birds in a forest. It was a beautiful surrounding that they lived with graceful conviviality. Between these two groups, the groups of birds and the groups of beasts, there was a commendable friendship. There was no enmity between them. All of them looked after one another's need, one another's problems, and very caring for one another. And in this way, they spent their days happily, and everything was going as usual and well. But unfortunately, a bad time came. With the passing of days, we know sometimes bad days come in our life, and bad days also came in their life. With an issue, a quarrel started between these two groups, and the quarrel got intensified. It was on the rise. Birds did not talk to the beasts, and this situation, the environment of the jungle, got bitter, and both the groups wanted to win over others. And at that time, a bat also lived in that forest, and the groups of birds and groups of beasts, both these groups wanted the bat to join their group and increase their strength. So at first, the groups of birds requested the bat, "Please join our group. You know we are in a problem. We are in quarrel with the beasts. So if you join our group, our strength will be increased, because you are also a bird." And the bat understood that he had an important role here, and he took pride of his importance. This was his wrong feeling, and he straightforward said to the leader of the birds, I can't join your group because I am in my apparent body a bird, but in fact I am a mammal, I am a beast. So being a beast, how can I join your group, the group of birds? I cannot. This disappointed the leader of the birds. And the days passed, and a time came when the situation developed. Their quarrel began to subside. The intensity of the quarrel between these warring groups subsided, and once it was ended completely, again peace regained, and the graceful relationship again established. The beasts and the birds mixed with one another, and they spent their times happily, and this was all good. Then the apparent bird, the bat, fell in a bad time, and he decided to join the group of birds. So one day he went to the leader of the birds and said, please allow me to join your group. I am a mammal, but above all I am a bird in all aspects. So it will be no problem if you let me join your group. But remembering his past behavior, his rude behavior in the past, the birds did not accept him as one of their members, and this disappointed the bat. Then he went to the leader of the beasts, and there also he expressed his desire to join their group. But the leader of the beasts, he straightforward denied giving him their membership, his membership. And he said, you are not a beast, you are in all aspects a bird. How can you mix with us? How can you manage our ways of life? You cannot join our group. And being rejected by both these groups, the bird, means the bat, became highly disappointed, and this disappointed led him to death one day. This was a very sad death and sad demise of the bat. This is the story of the bat, and the moral of the story is that double identity results in a crisis. If among us, among people, among men, if somebody has double identity, if he is carrying double identity, he may face a serious problem. He may fall into a crisis. From this story, we learn this lesson. So, be someone who has a single identity. Living with a single identity is better than living with double identity. So let me call it a day.